wrestling will come later, because I'm going to take this opportunity right now to address each and every one of you. Now, as I look at you people, all I'm greeted with is a sea of inadequacy. You people really are pathetic. Now that brings me to my opponent, Ligero. Now you see, Ligero certainly isn't inadequate. If any of you people know the highlights of Ligero's career, he's one of the greatest wrestlers we have on the independent wrestling scene as a whole. But there's one thing I cannot tolerate. When it comes to Ligero in Southside, his mind has not been in the game. Paul Malan's mind wasn't in the game when it came to the Predators, and I took him out. I made the promise to Ligero. No excuses tonight, Ligero. I want your best. I want the Ligero of old. I want the Ligero that makes these Muppets cheer and clap their hands. I expect the best because I am the righteous and I am Joseph Connors. Do your job and bring him out.
Introducing his opponent. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, Mexico, the Mexican sensation, Ligero!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Southside RawDeal 3. I'm Diamond Dale Mills, alongside me, Adam Curtis. I don't know what to make of the start. Didn't even get a chance to get what I wanted to say out. And now comes Joseph Connors, the righteous Joseph Connors.
You going to argue with him?
No.
Carrying a belt around with him?
Absolutely not. I got out of the ring straight away.
I don't know if you can hear me through that mask or even understand me, but I hope that you brought your A game tonight, because when you walk down those stairs, if I'm not mistaken, in those beady little eyes, I just saw some hesitation. These people aren't going to save you tonight, Ligero. That's fine, I just hope you brought your A game.
Well, the bell has rung. The ref didn't really ask for it. He was waving a microphone, but we're underway.
He turned around and waved. Same difference, one.
Joseph Connors called himself the righteous one. Righteous Joseph Connors. Making a grand statement here in the opening of RawDeal against Ligero, who he rightly said that he hasn't been himself since that epic battle he had with one of your good friends, so it seems, Martin Kirby.
He is a good friend of mine, as it happens, but at least for Ligero, we can now safely say that he's no longer wearing that same old bloody ripped, torn stinky gear that he's had on for the last, what, 9 months or so.
But do we have Joseph Connors to thank for that? Because he was the one that brought him out of his shell when he was threatening to whip Kaylee Ray at New Beginnings, and Ligero came down, made the save.
Connors might be regretting that decision right about now.
Ducks under the clothesline, does Ligero. Standing waistlock. Connors holds on, and a big back elbow hits the mark. Connors is a changed man. Turned on his partner Paul Malin, left him in a pile, whipped him within an inch of his life.
Neck breaking him on a concrete floor.
Yeah, despicable acts. I mean, they were as close. They were as close as family. They were like brothers. Travelled up and down the country together. They lost the tag belts having an epic title reign. The tag titles, they held them since the inception of them. Lost them to Robbie X and Mark Haskins. And nice springboard dropkick sends Connors to the outside, and this is where El Ligero, he likes to do. He likes to up the tempo, dictate the pace.
Well, we've seen none of that that has plagued Ligero in recent months, as there's a pescado from the Mexican sensation, El Ligero.
Connors down at ringside, rolled back into the ring. Ligero needs to keep on top of Connors. He needs to maintain the pace. Just a one there. With Connors, I mean, he's adopted the same sort of principles he had in his tag team as in singles. He likes to slow the pace down, dictate what happens in the ring, and methodically take his opponent apart. And that big, high clothesline right across, looked like the nose, bridge of the nose of El Ligero.
He is the ultimate opportunist, Dale. He spots that tiniest window in order to strike, and he capitalises well.
Back elbow to the back of the neck of El Ligero, wraps him up in the ropes, and now he's just bending that neck back. A lot of talk there, using the ropes as a weapon.
Well, that's the sign of a veteran. The ring can be your ally as well.
Just hanging Ligero out to dry on that second rope now. And now just the trifecta, he's just used all 3 ropes now. The last time we saw Connors, we saw that brand new DDT, the righteous kill.
Yeah, the neck breaker on the floor, which took Paul Malin out of the show completely and put him in the nearest medical facility.
Just a 2 there.
Thankfully cleared with just a stinger, but we'll see if there's any lasting effects of that neck injury he suffered that night later on tonight in that 4-way contest.
Yeah, the opportunity knocks 4-way. Winner of that match gets a title shot of their choice whenever they choose.
Yes.
Match which will feature the debuting Wild Boar, a returning Michael Dante, Paul Malin, and another one. T-Bone. The last time we saw T-Bone, he was not a happy man. But then again, every time we see T-Bone, he's not a happy man.
Who knows what's happening with him and Lana?
Yeah.
Don't spell that backwards, kids.
Nice high boot as Connors ran in. Great show of strength there from Connors into the backbreaker. 2.
Vicious backbreaker from Joseph Connors.
The referee signals it's just a 2.
That's what he's doing. Being very resourceful, very thoughtful. Slowing it down to his pace, injuring the back of El Ligero so he can't run, he can't fly.
2 is going for the 3rd. Great strength from Connors. 3 backbreakers in a row. I've got to say, Adam, I don't think Joseph Connors has ever looked better.
No, not at all.
We saw the evolution of Connors, you know, in the tag team with the Predators. We saw him in singles, in between his tag bouts, and he was always good. He was always solid. He was always, you know, he always had a good match in him. But something's changed. Something is clicked inside him.
Never ever takes his eyes off his opponent. Not even for a second.
Nice snap there. It's the perfect neck snap. And a lot of the offense centered on the neck, spine region of El Ligero again. The DDT, the righteous kill, drives your opponent's head into the canvas, adding more pressure, more pain to the spine. Ligero just trying to get back to his feet, but just muscled to the ground.
Yep. There's a
taunting El Ligero.
He's insisting he wants the best of him. I think he figures if he beats El Ligero, the guy who's pretty much been one of the premier UK athletes for the last 10 years here in this country, and that'll be a feather in his cap and a surefire way to kickstart that singles career.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, El Ligero, as Connor said on the mic, you know, Ligero is premier athlete in the UK. Pump handle action. Just dumps in unceremoniously again on that back.
And it will have been the shot, because as El Ligero would have been adjusting possibly for a shoulder breaker, something like that. Instead he gets dropped on his spot. Oh.
Yeah. And an airy silence hit the crowd there. Connor's... You can't condone this, Adam, surely. He's wrapping that belt, the same belt that he used to whip his ex-partner Paul Malin, around that middle buckle.
So he cheating when you get caught, though?
Yes, somebody far better than us once said, cheating's only cheating when you get caught. The referee not seen Connor's...
Yeah, it blends in quite nicely with the colour of that turnbuckle, man.
Connor's again just bad-mouthing Ligero, taunting him. Taunting.
This Joseph Connors is a lot more vocal than the one that we're used to seeing. I guess we're going to have to get used to it. This new Joseph Connors appears to be here to stay. He wants Ligero to fight back to a vertical base.
And a nice super kick. Hits the mark. Both men down. Dead centre of the ring. That could be the break that El Ligero needs. Referee counting. Connors trying to get back up. Ligero using these great fans as inspiration.
A quick snap of a kick, catching Connors off guard. Ligero charging in, what's like a European uppercut. There's a second one. Swing and a miss. So Joseph Connors already met me with there was a top turnbuckle. High cross body from Ligero, covers, hooks the leg, 2. And oh so close to that match-winning 3. Comes El Ligero.
Really, for the first time in this matchup, Ligero getting a bit of momentum. Up into the fireman's carry. Ducks under the back elbow. And again, that back just driven into the buckle. Series of clotheslines and elbows.
It's ironic, Dale, that we should see him do almost a spine buster of sorts in at the corner, because this man just reminds me so much of Arn Anderson.
Well, there was a back elbow of his own there from Ligero. Perhaps signaling for the...
And Ligero, perhaps for the C4 LDDT, but he has been caught over the shoulders of Joseph Connors, driven down into that jawbreaker. Single leg drop kick, covers 2, and this one is all she wrote. No!
Well, somehow El Ligero kicked out. Connors a little bit shocked at... He thought he had it in the bag there, and we see again, he's gone straight to that belt, adjusting it. Connors pulling the referee out of the way. Handful of horns.
I guess it's pleasing to see Ligero actually wearing 2 for a change.
Setting him up. Adam trying to twist it for that righteous kill. Ligero insecurity. Just rocks Malin. Hits a cutter. Ligero in. Hooks the leg. 2. And Connors.
You are not going to get much closer than that.
Kicks out.
Ligero sensing that this is his time, this is the opportunity. ascending, second turnbuckle, now to the top. Adjusts mid-air from that senton. Oh, drop toe hold.
Into the belt,
Yep.
into the belt, hooks it up, righteous kill.
The DDT connects Dale, and this one is over.
Here is your winner, Joseph Connors!
Well, it seems Adam has ran off and left me. I know where he's vanished to, out the back somewhere. But victorious in the opening contest of RawDeal 3, Joseph Connors. He hit that righteous kill DDT. After working over El Ligero's neck and spine, that DDT was the nail in the coffin for Ligero. And like a trophy, he holds the belt, the same belt which was wrapped round the middle buckle, the drop toe hold, Ligero's head, smashed straight into it, delivers the righteous kill, 1, 2, 3, victorious Joseph Connors.